Shohei Ohtani chased in third inning of World Series Game 7 after Bo Bichette's 3-run HR. Shohei Ohtani will start Game 7 of the World Series for the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Toronto Blue Jays, showcasing the two-way star on the mound in the sport's biggest game. By Ian Harrison AP baseball writer. Toronto AP. Shohei Ohtani was pulled off the mound in Game 7 of the World Series after allowing Bo Bichette's 3-run homer in the third inning Saturday night. It wasn't what the two-way star hoped for in his final appearance of the season, but a 5-4 win in 11 innings made him a World Series champion for the second time in 2 seasons with the Dodgers. Manager Dave Roberts figures there'll be more hardware coming Ohtani's way this offseason. He's going to be the MVP in the National League, Roberts said. It's just really special what he's done. Just a great person and a great competitor. Ohtani hit .297 with a career-high 55 home runs and 102 RBs in the regular season, then went deep 8 more times in the playoffs. As a pitcher, Ohtani made 14 regular season starts in his return from elbow surgery, going 1-1 with a 2.87 ERA. He was 2-1 with a 4.43 ERA in 4 postseason starts, 2 of them in the World Series. Pitching on 3 days of rest Saturday, Ohtani was up to 100.9 miles per hour with his fastball, but appeared to run out of steam in the third. After hustling to field Nathan Luke's sacrifice bunt, Ohtani threw a wild pitch to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts intentionally walked Guerrero after that, and Ohtani's next pitch, his 51st, was a hanging slider that Bichette hit 442 feet. It was Bichette's first homer since September 2, a few days before suffering the left knee injury still hampering him in this series. Ohtani allowed 3 runs and 5 hits in 2 1/3 innings before he was replaced by left-hander Justin Robleski. Ohtani walked 2 and struck out 3. He had plenty of velocity, throwing 3 pitches at 100 miles per hour or above, but not a lot of control. He struck out 6 and walked 1 in his Game 4 start, when he threw 93 pitches in a 6-2 loss. Ohtani irked the Blue Jays with lengthy delays before warming up in the first and third innings. He was on base to end the top of the first and made the last out in the top of the third, and each time it took about 4.5 minutes before he was ready. Home plate umpire Jordan Baker looked into the dugout waiting for Ohtani before the bottom of the third, and came out to the mound while Ohtani was throwing his warm-up pitches. Blue Jays manager John Schneider complained several times. Earlier, Ohtani became the first pitcher to get a hit in a World Series Game 7 since Jesse Orosco of the New York Mets in 1986. He singled to center off Toronto's Max Scherzer to begin the game, moved to second on a ground ball, and advanced to third on a fly ball, but was left stranded when Mookie Betts grounded out. Ohtani is the first starting pitcher with a hit in a winner-take-all World Series game since 1975, when Bill Lee and Don Gullett each got hits. With a 1-out single in the 5th, Ohtani became the second player in World Series history with multiple hits in a winner-take-all game he pitched in, joining Cardinals right-hander Dizzy Dean, 1934. He added a walk in the 7th. Ohtani's only prior outing on 3 days rest was on April 21, 2017, when he allowed 2 hits over 7 innings and struck out 11 in a 2-0 win over Kansas City. His start at Boston on April 17 was cut short by a rain delay after 2 innings and 31 pitches. Starting Ohtani made more sense than using him in relief. Under a rule adopted for the 2022 season, pitchers who start games in the batting order can remain in the game as a designated hitter after leaving the mound. If Ohtani would start the game only as a DH and then would take the mound, the Dodgers would lose their DH and pitchers would have to bat in that slot if Ohtani was relieved.